Hello and welcome back. Today we're going to take a look at some bent screwdrivers. What would you use that for? If you are wondering, the bent screwdrivers are made in the Czech Republic. Now these are Wera screwdrivers, and these have a very specific use. These have an insulated shank, you can see here, and the screwdriver is bent. No, it is not a pry bar, but I'm sure people would use it for that. It's two sizes. Comes with a fun thing there. Just put the packaging out of the way. What these are for is the ever common spring-loaded turn blocks. Now this might be a little polarizing for some people here in North America, and for those of you watching in Europe, you say, well, what's wrong with that? So this is a common thing. This is a Phoenix contact turn block, and these are very common to see on a lot of European equipment. And really this is just designed to take a screwdriver, push it in, and that relieves this spring, which allows you to push a wire in. I guess I should get a wire. Now, a lot of times in Europe you'll use ferrules, but I'm not going to dig out ferrules and crimp anything. I'll be lucky to find some wire. Okay, so the quickest thing I could find was some stranded hexane. If you know, you know. This is just some tinned stranded, basically machine wire. And when this screwdriver is jammed in here, it allows you to shove the wire in. You can see there. And you pull the screwdriver out, and the spring tension holds the wire in. Now, we said that you'd very likely put ferrules in these, and that would be a better means of connection, because I'm going to pull on this hexane, and we'll take this back out, and you'll see where that spring dug into that hexane. So that is not the ideal connection, having essentially a knife blade in contact with stranded wire. Now, for all I know, this isn't even listed for just stranded wire. You have to put ferrules on it. Generally, whenever I see these, you got to put ferrules on. Whether you want to or not, you really should put ferrules on, because you see what the contact point is. Now, all of that being said, and giving some context as to how these turn blocks work, let's take a look at how the screwdriver works. So, a lot of times you're in a cabinet and the turn block is sitting like this. And they're on this angle. And it would be really handy if you take a normal screwdriver that's straight, you're in your own way a lot of times. Let me just put it like that. You're kind of in your own way to get this wire in. So the nice thing about this is you can jam your screwdriver now in there like this, maybe. Let's get it in there right. Now you can jam the screwdriver in, and you can see we're on an angle up out of the way, and assuming you have a ferrule on your wire and not just shoving stranded wire into the turn block, you now have more room to work, because they never give you enough room in panels to work. If you've ever worked in a panel, you know what I mean. There's panduit jammed right here, and you have really no room to get your hands in here at all. So you're going to be trying to do something like this, kind of poking and praying, and the ability to get the screwdriver not in the way of this whole situation is great. So that's kind of the advantage to this screwdriver. I figured it'd be easier to show it this way with a terminal block. Obviously you wouldn't want to put it in this way the way I first did, because you're really jamming yourself up. But that's how these work. You'd stick the screwdriver in and you pry it open just like that. See if I can get that close enough. If you're not familiar with this style, you stick the screwdriver in, you pry this tab over, which opens the hole in the end up for the wire, and then you can stick the wire in through, pull the screwdriver out, and the spring tension is what holds the wire in. So instead of a bolted screw connection, you're relying on spring tension. Now there's arguments to say on both ways of doing this, but I'm not going to really get into that debate. Here's the larger one. It also goes in. It'll open this up a little bit further the way it seems if you wedge it the full way in. But I think these are really neat, and if you've ever been jammed into a cabinet trying to land this style of term block, you might appreciate the thought that went into making these, because there's never enough room. So I thought these were pretty cool, and it was a kind of gotta have it type thing, and I thought it would be kind of neat to make a video on it, show somebody what they are. They're a very niche type of tool that, unless you are working with term blocks like this that are spring clip or PLC term blocks, boards, there's a lot of things that utilize this spring clip termination style in European type equipment. So these have a pretty wide application if you're terminating, depending on what all you're getting into. Siemens PLCs, they're there. I know some of the Allen Bradley stuff, you can get spring clip stuff, but the springs are horrible. Go with the screw terminals, you'll have less failures. But that's just some insight on how this tool works and why a bent screwdriver is actually really cool. They did throw some insulation on there in case you get handsy doing something hot. Nobody ever does anything hot, right? But in case you get something in there. But I thought these were cool. Wanted to get them to play with them. I'll get them in the work rotation, get some time on them. If there's interest, maybe we'll do a follow-up. But having this in a panel and being able to do that and having it out of the way of the wire should be super handy. So I'm really looking forward to that and getting to use it. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Have you seen these? Have you used them? Does it seem like something that you've been looking for and you didn't realize you were, like me? Or did you get them and not really think it was worth the hassle? I like to hear all those comments below. We have a growing community of people that are willing to share what they know and what they've experienced, and it's super helpful for everybody else who's looking into these tools and wondering, is this just something that's out there, or is this something that's super handy? I think that's a great conversation to have, and I think it's great that people are out there talking about this stuff. So, as always, thanks for watching, and have a great day.